What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live episode. We are in the studio. The lights are set. Work needs to be done. Everything's lagging a little bit though, so I'm just making sure everything that is supposed to be live is live.
I said 10 o'clock. And look what time is it right now. So
Okay. The only issue I have with Twitch right now is that it's not pinning it to any type of category. Just chatting. Okay. Selected. Do I have to follow it?
roof.
See, that doesn't make any sense. Did it change it? Did not. Hi, Kylie. Hopefully the stream's running better. So, we moved up art, right? Hold on, sorry guys. I just want to put this in a category. Why is it making it so difficult? Stream manager. There we go. Think that fixed it. All right. Much better. All right, to be honest, I was really excited to do this project, and then man, the weekend happened, and then I did some more um work on this project, and here, well, I'll just show you where I ended up. So let's flip over into the studio view. And so last week, do I need my mouse anymore? Not really. Okay, I think everything's running the way it should be. Okay. So I don't know what to do. Okay. Last week on Friday, we finished off with me making a few pieces. So I made this red and yellow piece, and this was just like dripping and messing with different depths of nothing other than Crayola watercolor paints. So I did a bunch of them because my plan was to do something similar to like one of these paint scraps. And like a lot of these that I used to do, I used to draw different things within the scraps of color and, whatever, just blotting a marker or whatever it may be. And then I would draw something out of it. Now, I don't really know what to do For these, should I just write crazy things with markers on them? Should I blot out pens and test things on them? Um, my initial idea was that maybe I could come in with watercolor pencils now, right? And then continue to shade or to darken in the colors that I need. Um, let me be honest, I'm not a master of shading, so that's probably going to be way over my wheelhouse. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not even a bookmark. That's just a scrap piece of paper that I used to blot ink on. I have a couple of them laying around. But some of them have a lot more drawing in them because like the ink spots are smaller and then I'll just draw like simple things in them. So with my very like basic knowledge in shading, I don't know if I should start with the red and yellow ones. I feel like the red and yellow one is going to be difficult. But maybe not. I don't know. This one would be cool to do. But you can see, like, I can see at least a face. The eye, the shading of an eye slowly coming in here. So I'd want to add like a little bit more red here. The shading of the eye. I don't know whether I should do that with watercolor or what medium that should be. Anyway, so then there's this big green one. Lots of different shapes. Could be fun to draw. I feel like these are better almost because I have a lot of just really interesting shapes. I could just draw all sorts of different aliens and monsters out of that. Um, and then there's the black and white piece, which I feel like I just want to drip really dark black on it so that I have a really high contrast with the white. I just kind of have this muted gray, which like looks pretty funny, right? Like if you're looking in the camera, look at these two eyes of a bird, and then there's his beak, right? And then you have just this body that's like a pear-shaped body with a dark little chest right here, right? And then two little feet that are like splashing up in some water, right? And then there's other birds kind of dancing around him. Maybe that's too far fetched. Maybe like a deer, there's some sort of deer or animal looking this way. It's just kind of fun to look at. And I mean, it just depends on how close you're looking at this thing, right? But like if I was looking at this, not this one, but this one with its much sharper lines. Like if I go over to this really cool thing right here, it looks like a little elf's ear and maybe a goblin wearing like goggles on the top of his head, and then he's got a weird nose that like smokes, right? And then he's in a spaceship. You just draw the spaceship. And then there's like a weird octopus thing with arms, right? So I could have fun with that one. And then I did two smaller ones so that if I didn't want to be as like bold and adventurous, I could just cop out. These were actually supposed to be done this weekend, but I didn't get to it. I don't know what I should use. I guess I'm gonna start the one I think I could do the best on for this experiment, I think is this blue one. I think I'll have the most fun coming up with imaginative things for this one. Just because it has sharper lines, and I don't know why I like this one better. It looks better. Okay. But I'm going to use India ink, and I'm going to use my pen, which means I need a clean piece of paper towel. Now, I don't know if I can draw that small, which is going to be pretty challenging to do with this pen. I don't know if this pen is fine enough. I think there's a finer setting, but maybe not. I really like the thickness of this nib, but should be, oh, there's just the nib that's not a nib. That's the next finest one. That's just a straight scribe, which is what I might need to draw something that small. Let's take a couple practice runs just to see what it looks like. Oh man, this ink is super black. I used to use a lot of this ink for paintings. Works really nicely. It's a lot of ink to use for a painting though, especially when you're working on canvas. But it's so dark. Oh, I put too much on there. But we're just gonna test. It's nice. It's nice and wide and uniform. I really like it. But can I draw thin lines? I should be able to draw with this when I need to. It's risky. But let's just have fun with it. That's the plan, right? Like with art, the idea is to have a good time with anything in life, really. If you get, things are better if you can figure out how to have a good time while you're doing them, no matter what they are. Like, so you just got to try to figure out how to make the best out of everything. Okay, so we're going to slide this down a bit. We're going to zoom over to this guy over here, right? I'm going to try to give you guys the best possible viewing points of these things where it might not be the easiest for me to draw, but it will be the easiest for you to see. Okay. So my plan is to outline his ear. And I'm going to give it a little dot right there. And then he's going to have like goggles on. They're going to be weird futuristic goggles. But he needs goggles. Oh man, this is hard. There's not a lot of room to draw. And he's going to be wearing this like hat thing. With like an antenna. All I have is like a little bit of color to help me here, so this might not make any sense to anybody. He's like an elephant man. That's what I'm gonna make him. Then he's got like his mouth, his chin, his lip go here. There, right? Maybe put like a little bit of curve to his nose. Give him a little bit, and then maybe some of that, right? Come in here with a little bit of backlight. Okay, now for his spaceship, right? We're going to draw a wing here. We're going to have to try to like ad lib a little bit of this. And it's like a modern, not so well designed airplane. Oh man. You're going to get that old school. And it's not an airplane, it's a spaceship. But he's got a real old school capsule situation going on. Right. Maybe we gotta put some shading in here. We're gonna come down with the front of this thing. Somewhere to here. And it's gotta come up. Somewhere in there. Ooh, that looks terrible. There's no definition. I don't know why he looks so happy. The back of his fuselage is blown up and he's sprung a leak. But we need to put some shape to this. Give some shape to our spaceship here. How do we do that? We gotta connect this wing somehow. I also need to make it look round, so if I rounded the tip off a little bit more. So one of the main engines, which is right here, one of the main engines, you're gonna have two. There's another one on this side. We're gonna try to give it some shape back, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. We're gonna try. If it doesn't work, it's okay. How do I help? How do I help my poor looking torpedo? So I'm gonna build like a center wing behind him that looks pretty cool. So he looks like he'd be a spoiler guy. And that's gonna have a taper to it. But I want it to have like a we gotta make it functional. It needs a rudder that can help steer us. Right? There's just no color to it that makes it hard to see, because it's kind of, you know what I mean, like put a front windshield in here. That make it better or worse? Oh no. We'll leave it be. Anyways. So maybe like that needs to be colored in more, or something needs to happen there. What else can we see in our little artwork of things? He's flying through space. What about make this an alien guy? It's got like a really small nose. I think that's what we need to do here. We need to do some dark shading. So maybe the size right here. And then we got like an ear here, but like a weirdest ear ever. I think the ear comes in front. It's a very hearing. Hearing individual. I don't know if I love that. It's all an experiment, though. Let's just not mess with it for a little bit and see what it looks like later. Okay, let's continue on drawing in our negative and positive spaces. So this arm kind of drifts off. He doesn't quite have a chest. So there's that. This thing looks like a monster with his mouth open. This looks like some sort of plant. Spitting out some sort of seed ball. In the center that's looking right at you, you're going to see a lot of things coming at you towards the edge. You're going to see a little bit more, but not too much. Anyways, this thing needs to finish its head off. That. But it's no ordinary bat. Oh, I mean, it's no, there's no, it's gonna be a bat with tentacles. Okay, so this is like one of those times where, well, that's not a very, I mean, I could only do what I could do with the color really being there. I really need to stick to the colors and not get too wild. I think that first one I got a little too wild there, but it's okay. We're not gonna get mad at anything. We're just gonna be happy that we're okay. Everything's okay right now. I want to make these leaves for this plant, but this blue and this purple are killing me. And this pink, I want it like this really, to give it some. It's in front of that bat. Yeah, a little purple flower would work. A little blue flower. Next is really weird flower though. It looks silly. Like, what is that then? But I guess let's just keep moving on. What's in this little green blob over here? I don't know. I feel like I need to move back to that. There's a little bird right here though. Can do relatively, I think, efficiently. Maybe not. Well, it might be a lot harder than I think. There's a beak. There's an eye. Got a head. Awesome hairdo. Uh-huh. like the king. It'd be nice if he was holding a microphone with his talons, but that's getting real. That's getting real. It's getting real tricky. See if I can do it. Here's a bird. That's good. Fantastic. What else we got? I feel like there's an owl right here. Let me see this one. Are we visually here? Kinda needs a tail, right? He's gonna get a weird tail. I know owls don't have tails as long, but whatever. No choice, man. Should have gave him a bigger body. Uh-oh. Did I mess him up? I don't know. Can't really tell. You know? Don't allow more thick lines. What else we got? It's like a crazy coyote guy here. Like some speed glasses. His hair's all frazzled. Oh, it's alright. We're good there. That eyebrows. Got two ears here. One there. And one there. Got more hair here. His head is in front of his ears though. This has the rest of a goggle on the side of it, which is attached by a button. And that button is going to a little tiny. Oh, can we not see? To a little tiny buckle. Right? On the back of his head. Back of his head. I don't know why I want to put a knee here, but I do. So his mouth. His nose. And I think his mouth is going to come right here. Right, and then we have like one bump, two, three, four, five, and one for the nose right there. Maybe give him a little bit more fur. Oh man, I messed it up a little bit. It's alright. Then we're going to give him another nose. Right? And just give that a little shine. There, he's got a nose. I don't know what's going on. His arms are tucked under his legs. Maybe his arms are coming through his legs. That looks more plausible. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out. So his head continues like this. We got a shoulder. It's going to come down. And then it's going to do something that it really can't do. But that's okay. Because his knees are going to have to be pressed up against his chest, really. issue is I want is got a calf muscle there though. Got a calf muscle that goes down to a heel. But I want to tuck his hand in. His arm, I want it to go through this calf. And I want his hand to hold on to a steering wheel. It's coming out of his hand. Okay, hold on. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, oh, quite the contortion. He's only got one side to his body. Oh dear. Yeah, kind of. Okay. I need his other hand over here on the other side of the steering wheel. And the steering wheel is going to have to move over quick. We don't have a whole lot of room. So other hand, we got the thumb in here. Right, and then same situation, other knees over here. Right. Hands holding it from the outside. And we have the thumb wrapping around on the inside. Something going on over here. Okay. Good. Now, I'm going to have him drive in a car. Should have some pants on. Maybe he's wearing overalls. Looks like he's wearing some sort of bodysuit. But I could give him overalls and just call it a day. Put some cuffs on these pants so he doesn't look like he's naked. Put a pocket on the back. Right? But still with the pocket there's a cut to where the back of the overalls goes up. And then there's a line where the stitching goes on the side of jeans. Right? So any details helpful when you're drawing, I guess. Makes it just a little bit more interesting. I'll get better at this. I'll get better at it. I can't believe that's already been an hour. And the other foot I kind of went up like it's on a gas pedal. kind of see like a wheel or a tire in this, but that's because of that emblems in here from where they stamped the paper. Let's do one more thing before we head out and see if we can find something else to draw. Don't know what to draw. I think my coyote came out the best at all of them. I feel like I want to make something out of this, but I don't know what. This I feel like I can make an axolotl out of. No, just nothing creative's coming to me. Can't see anything. I mean, this could look like another bird. I'm gonna do an abstract bird though. Like if it was like a Minecraft bird. It's just built out of blocks and squares. I don't know why so many birds on my brain today. It looks like a grumpy bird. So that's the eye he's gonna get. Even with the grumpy bird. Grumpy bird just waddling along with his other little foot kicking in the. Or make his little foot like that. Kicking a rock. I think that's gonna be it for this one. I think I can work on this maybe or take some ideas. The issue with these is I can never finish them because they just I just don't think enough. I'll do something and I'll think it'll totally mess it up, and then I'll do something else and I'll think, oh, that's great. But like a lot of like I just don't know. It's kind of the interesting part about this is just trying to use your imagination to create different things. And like it doesn't really matter what you want to draw. Like this could be an hyperactive tortoise upside down. But I don't think I'll try to draw him upside down. We'll see how this goes. I told you I was going to stop, but I lied. Okay, and we got this. And then we got this. It turns into this. That turns into this. And then I'm going to draw that to give him a mouth. Gonna again draw that, and then I'm gonna come up, draw that. Now that he looks like that, this is his neck. It's gonna go into the hole that's his body. His body's gonna look like this weird. Oh, it's not gonna look right. It's okay. I'm gonna just make it look right. Because it's not gonna look right. Not even close to looking right. It's okay though. It's touching the other one. Oh no. So we're gonna have a foot here. Some toes. We got a foot here. Got a foot here. We got a little tail here. And we got our last foot here. My issue with this part now is how do I draw in? Yeah, he's gonna run over my bird. What shape is in the middle? Right? I don't know. This is probably wrong. Send me a red and yellow one. I could send you my red and yellow one. Why, you want to do that one? You want to show me what you were thinking with that? Oh no. I gotta draw smaller diamond shapes. Oh no. The diamond shape had to get bigger. This one's gonna have to be itsy bitsy. It's okay. We're just gonna wing it. Winging it. This is why I said I should have stopped. And then I kept going. It's always the problem. Know when to stop. Know when to stop. Now look, there's all this pattern in it. It's not even good pattern. It's alright. We'll be fine. Here we go. We got a little bit of a turtle with a really weird mouth. Just make that whole thing his mouth. I don't know. Whatever. Everything's fine. We need to put an eyeball in him, though. One day, I'm going to draw something that I like. One day. That day's not going to be today, but one day it will be. All right. That's going to be it for this one. Really weird, really interesting. Drew some fun stuff. Drew some different stuff. It's kind of hard to make the shape fit what you're going after, but there's my coyote using my ink pen. There's a little owl. Not too bad. There's an Elvis bird. Great. There's a crazy looking turtle. Got some sinister look on his face. Then you got the cubism bird right there. Got the octobat. And you have like a weird flower sitting in front of him. Spaceship with some terrible cross hatching, but that's okay. And then we got the weird puppy dog mouse thing in the top. Anyways, that's enough creativity for tonight. And yeah, wow, it's been a long day. Sounds good. I'll send you the red and yellow one. The only problem is that these things are pretty long. So I guess I'm going to have to roll it or something. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're out of here. Happy Monday. Oh, why did it get so red in here? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Have a great evening. Yeah, I'll have to ship it in a tube. Or I'll just bring it with me next time I'm down in California. Oh, sorry, guys. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you back here on Wednesday. Maybe to do more of this, maybe to do some editing. I don't know yet, but we will be doing something creative. Anyways, have a great evening, and as always, thanks for watching. Good night.